I am fully convinced that like 85% of the Caitlin Clark haters, or to the opposite extent, the like Angel Reese haters, don't actually watch the games or don't actually watch the WNBA in any way. Like, I'm genuinely convinced that the vast majority of discourse around these two players, one, aren't watching the games because it's very, very clear that from viewership numbers that people are watching Caitlin Clark. There are people watching Angel Reese, but like people are flocking to watch Caitlin Clark, whereas people are there are watching Angel Reese. But like, look, nobody flocked to watch Joakim Noah. People flocked to watch Steph Curry. As great as Joakim Noah was, man, Joakim Noah was a fourth in MVP voting. He was exceptional. He was great. But nobody's going out there, but like no one's buying a ticket to watch Joakim Noah. Whereas people bought tickets to watch Steph Curry. People bought tickets to watch Steve Nash. And you know what? She's probably some sort of she's definitely not as, she's some sort of a hybrid of both of those, to be honest. She's probably closer to Nash than she is to Curry. She's Nash with range. That's probably the closest thing to what Caitlin Clark is as a player. But I'm even seeing it in my comment section. Like, I'll talk about anything I say positive about Angel Reese. It's always the it's literally every response is just her rebound numbers don't count because she rebounds her own shots. And I'm like, when have I really quoted numbers as my opinion on a player? I've never really used numbers because I watch every game. Numbers matter to an extent, but they don't to an extent. Like, if Angel Reese is averaging 10 rebounds a game, like, Angel Reese going and from averaging 9.6 rebounds a game to 10 rebounds a game, suddenly she's now averaging a double-double. That changes nothing. That changes nothing. If she gets a 9, if somebody averages 9, 9, and 9, and the other person averages 10, 10, and 10, in the world of basketball, the box score watchers are going to be like, oh my God, somebody's averaged a triple-double there, unbelievable. But someone averages 9, 9, and 9, it's ha ha ha, triple-single. Like, it's dumb. It's so, so dumb. And now some of the crap that's being there, like, still to this day, all the comments are like, oh yeah, Angel Reese is just a winner. She's out, she doesn't care about her stats. She just wants her team to win. It's like, cool, her team suck. Her team suck. They really suck. Like, if as much as the Fever suck, the Fever suck. The Sky are worse. The Sky have an easier start to the year. The Sky, other than one win against the Liberty, the Sky have beaten the Mystics, the Sparks, and the Wings, who suck. They're the only games they've won. And in that period of time, they've also lost to the Mystics and the Fever twice. They've lost those bad teams around. And people are being like, oh, but like, Caitlin Clark underperforms against good teams. Cool. So what? She was pretty good the second time against Connecticut. She was pretty good the first time against Seattle. Even still, so what? So what? The Fever, other than one loss against the Sparks, against all the 5 Tankathon teams, and they also beat the Atlanta Dream, by the way. So, yeah, they've really struggled against the better teams, but they've beaten, other than one game against the Sparks, where they only lost because Caitlin Clark just sat for like 6 minutes straight for no reason, they have beaten every single bad team. They've beaten all the bad teams. And then I just saw this post right here, and it sums it up. It says here, most points by a rookie so far this season. Caitlin Clark, 30, 30, 23. Aaliyah Edwards, 23. Cameron Brink, 21. Angel Reese is 20. Cool. It's going to happen because Caitlin Clark is a scorer. I'm surprised to not see Rickea Jackson up here, who I've watched Rickea Jackson play enough. I don't get it. I think she's good. I don't get the Rickea Jackson hype. And she's been genuinely good. Also, I don't get the Cameron Brink hype either. Like, Cameron Brink has been really, really solid as a rookie. And if everything clicks because of her ability to shoot, her ability to run up and down the floor, her ability to block shots, if it all goes well in her career, to say Cameron Brink might be the best of all these rookies is not a crazy statement to make. But it's also, we just don't know what's going to happen in, like, down the line. Like, there are some players that just may not, like, that haven't won Rookie of the Year that are just absolutely like balling out. Like, it happens. It's a sport of basketball. You can never judge somebody based on their first 15 games in the league how good they're going to be. So I get it, the potential of a Cameron Brink. I just don't get the Rickea Jackson hype. Also, Cameron Brink has the greatest PR ever because she should not be in any Rookie of the Year conversation. There should be 2.5. These two and Aaliyah Edwards, if she keeps up the way she's playing, she can get into that Rookie of the Year conversation. But there should only be 2 players in that conversation right now. But this guy comments, now which one has won the most games? Caitlin Clark. Seriously, her team is trash and she leads the league in turnovers. And like, you might be saying I'm just nitpicking one comment. If you guys look at my comment section, everything is about Caitlin Clark turnovers. Like, I literally had to respond. Again, obviously they're doing better than them. I had to respond to a comment earlier today. And I'm not joking. This was the comment. It goes, it doesn't matter how well if Caitlin Clark scored 30 points. I don't even know. I think she had like 30 points. It was like 37 and 6 or something. It was something crazy she had in the I'm going to see if I can get the comments here. Like, but she had something crazy against the Mystics. Like, that was a ridiculous game. But I'm going to see if I can get it because it was just the wildest comment. It was the just wildest comment here. It was this right here. So, first of all, one person, I've never heard of Arike Gumbawale Superstar. I was like, watch her highlights. But, wait, well, she dropped 30 a game, but she committed 8 turnovers, so it's not really a great stat line. I responded with, LeBron, in Game 7 against the Celtics in 2018, when LeBron carried, and I mean carried, the Cavs to a win, I said, LeBron had 35, 9, 15 in Game 7 against Celtics in 2018, carrying his team to win. However, he also had 8 turnovers, so he actually had a terrible game. Like, that is the logic of some of these people. They don't watch the sport of basketball. Like, people don't understand the difference. Even people just look at the box score and like, X player had X turnovers. It's like, do you know the difference? You don't even know the difference between a dead ball, a live ball turnover. You don't know the difference between a turnover caused by her, a turnover caused by her teammate dropping the ball. At the end of the day, she is very turnover prone. Don't get it twisted. But the numbers are inflated. But also, Alyssa Thomas is probably second right now in favorites for MVP voting. She's second in turnovers. If you look in the sport of basketball, the best point guard in the league often is leading the league in turnovers. The record, I'm pretty sure, is James Harden in 2017. And people still to this day will argue that he should have won MVP over Russell Westbrook. Because people don't really care that much about turnovers. People don't watch the game. They don't watch the game. And when there is a player, just like Angel Reese's field goal percentage, just like her offensive rebounds, people are like, Angel Reese shoots a bad field goal percentage and gets a lot of offensive rebounds. People are like, oh, she just grabs all of her own rebounds. I'm pretty sure she had 2 offensive rebounds on her own misses against the Fever, and she had 3 normal offensive rebounds. 3 offensive rebounds in a game is crazy. Of other people's misses. She had 3. And then forced a couple of tips. More so than anything, her offensive rebounding forced Aaliyah Boston and Liz Smith to tip 2 or 3 balls out of bounds to get end line plays, which is as good as an offensive rebound. It doesn't show up in a stat sheet. These people aren't watching the games. They are, and it's not even the people that are hyping up these players, by the way. It is the people that want to belittle everything Caitlin Clark does. Every single game she plays, no matter what, they look for their negative stats. They look at turnovers, they look at missed shots and field goal percentage. And they're going to say, but it doesn't matter. She had a 30-point triple-double, the 7 turnovers, and she shot 37% from 3, which is a terrible percentage, even though it's really freaking good in the WNBA. Or when Angel Reese, again, she misses shots, people are like, oh, but the percentage and the offensive rebounds, like, no, you're not watching the games. They're both exceptionally good at what they do. Caitlin Clark is the better player. Like, I don't think there's much argument in that. I think Angel Reese is probably right now above her in Rookie of the Year because she's being more consistent, because her game is easier to translate, and she's also not getting picked up 94 feet. Let's be real, Caitlin Clark is getting picked up. When Caitlin Clark hasn't been picked up 94 feet, she's been really good. Like, she's been real good not picked up 94 feet or not blitzed. Like, if teams don't blitz her and just let her just completely run the show like against Chicago, she can be one of the best true point guards in this league. But, in my opinion, like, there are flaws, there are good things about these games, but I'm convinced that neither of the haters, like the people that will try to belittle everything that either of these 2 players do on the court, I'm convinced that neither of them actually watch the games.